Apologize, I went to see some of their players, so I mean to keep you all waiting. Who's winning the Bears game? Okay.
I think it's 49ers.
Yeah, 49ers.
As long as Chicago has 3 touchdowns tonight.
Chicago was getting crushed earlier.
Sure.
All right. Questions? Go ahead and open it up.
How do you assess something like that? I mean, that's just kind of a...
Well, I watched them play Cleveland State and Akron, you know, and they were 12 up on Cleveland State at halftime, but Cleveland State just dominated them on the board. You know, we didn't rebound the ball that great, but we played good. They're really a well-coached team. We haven't seen a 1-3-1 zone. You know, we haven't seen any traps. We hadn't seen teams changing defenses on us, so we haven't been coached in situations. So this was really helpful. But you know, I thought we defended and shared the ball, and for the most part, really took care of the ball. I'm not saying anything, but the first time in my life I went to a game and never had a reporter ask me a question, and that was at Texas State. So, but if you'd have seen the Texas State game, you'd have said this team hadn't been coached. And we didn't practice yesterday. You know, we've had a lot of games and no practice and a lot of slippage because we played great against Loyola, and since then, you know, we've been on a steady slide. But I thought tonight we did a lot of great things, and Nick Russell was probably the main reason.
That kind of leads to my second question, was the difference between running the ball early and in the half-court game. You got a chance to work on that against that 1-3-1 defense. Are you pleased with how it's progressing, or?
You know, you look at our bench, you know, now that Blaze is gone, we have some young kids that simply aren't ready right now. We don't have a bench. Cotton's playing on one leg. So we got to figure out, we can't get in a rat race unless we make a steal or a block. So we got to execute, and I think that was what was so pleasing for all of us, is that, you know, Nick made us execute. You know, he hadn't played in a long time. He's just getting better.
You mentioned Nick was the difference. What was it about his performance that you specifically liked today?
He could have taken 25 shots tonight. I think he could have scored, you know, as much as he wanted. He had eight assists, no turnovers, I think 5 or 6 rebounds. He had 5 defensive boards at halftime. He was great. He was unselfish. You know, we always tease about playing the right way. He even made Eric Snow proud. So.
Is that hard to do? Is Coach Snow a tough critic?
No, you know, Eric reminds me how I can be a jerk sometimes, and so he tells the kids to listen to the message and not the tone. But you know, Ryan's learning to be a point, Nick's learning to be a true point, and you know, he's a pretty good mentor. You know, but we need that kind of leadership from him and Ryan, and that really was the difference.
With the stretch of games you've had recently, and then with Ryder coming in here in 2 days, how important was it for you to get a big enough lead that you could rest your main guys late in the game?
I didn't think about that. I just loved the fact that we could play Kevin and Garrett, Jordan. Jordan hadn't played in 2 games, and he had a presence. You know, I gave Uche his minutes, and Jordan just, I think, earned the right to play. But it's important to play all our kids if we can. But we're going to play Ryder. I don't know if anybody's seen Ryder. They got Lindsey from St. John's, who I think he's the 4th or 5th scorer in the history of the state of Pennsylvania. And he can flat score the ball. He was the highest scorer in St. John's before he left early, and you know, they let him play right away. So this is a well-coached, athletic team. So we got to have a good workout tomorrow, and be prepared and hopefully play well Wednesday.
What will it mean for this team if Jordan Dickerson can continue to grow and develop as the season gets along?
Oh my God, be huge.
By the way,
Just look, you know, we had basically playing 5 guys, and you know our leading returning scorer been playing with 1 leg. You can see him out there. It's not the same kid. So we need everybody. I don't know how many minutes Cotton played, but
14.
you know, we played. What did he play? 19 last game.
Yeah.
14, and we need him to get well.
The Bears.
Jordan just lengthens the bench, you know, with because right now we're rotating Sean and Jalen and Cannon, and we've been in foul trouble, you know, with our bigs. So all of a sudden we got to go small, but you know maybe Jordan will give us that luxury. I don't know if Wednesday night's going to be his type of game, but we'll see.
The Bears are beating the 49ers, or the Bears are losing 32-7.
Does that make you happy? Does that make all our 49er fans happy?
Well, Kansas is winning, so
You
I'm
know,
happy about that.
I got these Chicago guys we recruited. I know they're not going to be happy. And
Don't mention that, Dan.
Terrence Howe is a Peoria guy. I know he's not happy. So
I'm not happy. Marshall.
Anything else? All right.
have a great. Will I see you guys Wednesday? If I don't, have a great holiday.